Hi guys, so I'm gonna try a little experiment. I am gonna review the Ninja Turtle movie in this video, but as of right now, I have not seen the movie. I'm gonna see it tomorrow. But first I'm just gonna give you a little prediction, and then the rest of this video will be future me talking about the movie that I'm going to see in the future. So I know there's a lot of hype around this movie that it's probably going to suck, and I don't think it's gonna be that good. But I really hope it doesn't suck. I know it's not technically directed by Michael Bay, but if you watch the trailer, it looks like a Michael Bay movie. I haven't looked at Rotten Tomatoes or any reviews for it yet. I try to avoid that stuff before I actually see the movie, so I don't know what people are saying about it. And the trailer looks like, it has Will Arnett in it. I am kind of excited to see this movie, as much as I don't think it's gonna be that good, but I still want to see it. It's probably the childhood nostalgic bubbles just surfacing. So I'm going in with low expectations, but still hopeful somewhat. So join me tomorrow when I've actually seen the film. Here we go. They gave Michelangelo a shell necklace. I had a feeling this movie was going to be bad, but whew! So they start the movie by giving us the backstory, which I guess there are 3-year-olds in the audience who don't know the backstory of the Ninja Turtles. And then right away there's just a normal scene where April O'Neil is interviewing someone and the camera seems to be having a seizure. Michael Bay may not have directed this movie, but it's almost kind of worse because it seems to be directed by someone who wants to be Michael Bay, which, why would... So April O'Neil, who is journalist lady, discovers the Foot Clan, who are not ninjas. They are, I don't know, just an evil group. It's almost hard for me to talk about specifics with this movie because the pacing is so fast they just gloss over everything. Nothing really gets proper amounts of screen time. Everything is explained in flashbacks or really forced bad dialogue. So April O'Neil discovers the Ninja Turtles, and she does, of course, the most rational thing, which is tell her boss that she saw a bunch of Ninja Turtles. It's like they were trying to be in on the joke of look how silly the Ninja Turtles thing is, but it's not funny. And it just goes on and on and on. And then it turns out conveniently that April is the daughter of the scientist who created the Ninja Turtles, and she's the one who gave them their names and sent them to the sewer. What? Here's why that doesn't work. They're trying to substitute relationships with, look, everything is connected. But that doesn't make us care about anything. It just means you're a lazy screenwriter. So you've got William Fichtner, who's like, I'm a really good rich man. There's no way there's gonna be a reveal of me being a bad guy. And then you've got the Shredder, who is the leader of the Foot Clan, and he's a big CGI robot-looking thing, and that's all you know about Shredder. I was kind of expecting some sort of, like, reveal at the end of, like, this is who Shredder is, because they're so vague about his character that you're just sort of expecting it. Nope. Nothing. He's literally only there to just be like, oh, here's this big guy the turtles have to fight. William Fichtner does end up being the main bad guy here, but his plan is just so run-of-the-mill that I just didn't care. Because all of the characterizations are just glossed over in the script, you ultimately don't really even care about anyone, and that especially goes for the turtles. You've got Raphael, who is angry for no reason. At the end of the movie, he's like trying to give this like apology speech for something he said and did, and you're like, oh, you mean that one throwaway line that was just like skipped over? Then there's Donatello, who was, yeah, he was the tech-savvy one in the cartoon, but here they've made him into the nerdy one who wears glasses and is a little bit shrimpier than all the others. And then you've got Michelangelo, the one who makes all the bad jokes. You've got jokes that are bad, and then you've got jokes that just make no sense. There are a few action set pieces that are kind of interesting to look at, but it all just ends up being that sort of Michael Bay just mess of action Transformers. You just become disoriented, and it's so much CGI that it doesn't feel like it has any weight to it. I'm just sitting there wondering how Michelangelo's glasses are still hanging on his necklace thing. Okay, this is another nerdy complaint, so please forgive me, but in the cartoon, Splinter learned karate from his karate sensei Amato Yoshi, who was from Japan. How does he learn karate and teach karate to the turtles in this movie? He finds a book in the sewer about karate. Who knew you could learn so many amazing things from just reading books? This movie just reeks of no one cared. The actors didn't care, the writers didn't care, and so ultimately I don't really care. Some of the CGI is okay, I had fun with a couple of the action scenes, but most of this movie is just composed of bad jokes, boring action, and lazy writing. And so I give it a D. Now go sit in the corner and think about what you did. Will Arnett, why? Why did you do this? I love you. Why? Why did